this is the usual state of most human beings, is there's sort of ego here, looking outwards at this, which is an object, which could be thinking or any object in the world, actually. And also looking back, in a sense, at me, it's like, so I'm an object as well, you see? And that seems like, for most people, that seems like, well, that's reality, that's the way it is. I'm me, this is me, and I look out and I see you, or this, or that, and that's the way it is. And what's happening here, this is what seems to be happening for me anyway, is that this merges with this. They become the same thing. There is no ego anymore, and there is no object anymore, in a sense. They both become awareness. That's all there really is. This thing that's going on, this separation, is an illusion. It's not true. It just seems to be like that. It's so interesting. It's like, even looking out at the world now, sometimes it's like there's that definite sense of me and an object, and then at other times it's all one continuous thing. There's no separation between the two. It's just awareness. We want to be made to feel good, don't we? We want something, to watch a film that's going to make us feel good about something, The fact that it doesn't mean a great deal, and it might even be that something that makes you not feel so good is beneficial. It could work that way as well. I mean, that's, to my mind, that's meditation. Meditation is not going to make you feel good. Most of the world seems to think it is, or that's what it's about, to make you feel good. But most of the time, it's not. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable, at the least.
Well, suddenly, at some stage, there was an insanity. There was something which was completely insane for all of us, I think, and we have to make sense of that insanity, that otherwise we wouldn't survive. So the survival mechanism is to grasp something which can actually make us feel secure in a world of insanity and insecurity. And we grasp different things, and what you've grasped is what you're talking about now. So to let go of that is a very, very scary thing to do.
And then your purpose here is to destroy the ego?
No.
Personally?
No. Just to see it.
Destroy it.
Just to see it.
See it for what it is.
And you think silence is the only way to do that?
Yes, I do. Right now I do, yes. There's a big difference, I think, between silence, as most people, understand that word, and what we're doing here. Usually we think silence is about sound, and in this sense it's not. It's about for me anyway, I feel like it's about something stopping. Like I said earlier, the ego actually, it's all pretty much always running. It's thinking, it's coming up with beliefs and ideas and concepts about what we are and what everyone else is and what the world is, and all of that is not silence. in this practice, as you become aware there is thinking, you also are aware, begin to become aware that's not it, that's not the silence, that's not what we're looking for behind the ego. And nothing else is either. It is not a concept, it's not anything that can be understood. So it's incredibly subtle and incredibly difficult in some sense. And yet, awareness, if you use that word, awareness is happening right now. And it's absolutely phenomenal if you really look at it, see what it is that's happening. It tends to get drowned out by the ego and this thinking, but the awareness is, for instance, when you look around you, you're seeing infinite numbers of things, infinite numbers of colours and shapes and forms and sounds, and they're being understood and comprehended all in an instant, without thinking. To me, that's the awareness and the silence. Is we've already got it. It's something that's already there, but it's like I say, it's been drowned out.
Have you read any Anthony de Mello?
I'm not sure.
He's a Jesuit priest.
Yeah.
He has this story that he talks about, and there's this community, this sick community, spiritually sick, and they're all unhappy and they're all sad, and they hear that this famous priest is going to come and speak to them. And they are convinced that when this priest comes, they will be healed. And they are so excited, and they're preparing all of their questions. And the priest comes, and he stands in front of everyone, the entire village. He doesn't say a word. He starts to clap his hands. And everyone else starts to clap their hands. And he starts to stomp his feet. And everyone else starts to stomp their feet. And he starts to dance. And everyone starts to dance. And he dances, and he dances. And everybody dances. Until their selves just fall away. All that's left is this dance. And at the end of the dance, he turns and walks away, the priest. And the whole village is healed. So, in my mind, in that sense, this greater thing that we're trying to see or be a part of is not necessarily the silence or even awareness as much as the presence, to be completely in the dance, in anything.
It's not about being anything or doing anything. It's just being whatever it is that we are. In that each particular moment, there is that, whatever it is. It's not describable. It's not knowable. And if it is knowable, then you've lost it. Sometimes I've heard it described as sort of laying on the bottom of the ocean, and it's incredibly still. It's absolutely, there's no sound. It's sort of empty. It's just but you can sort of see in the distance the surface. You can see maybe the sun on the surface, or the waves or movement on the surface. But it doesn't matter anymore. It's not important. You're not sort of. Why would you focus on that? I mean, you've got this incredible stillness. We're always again looking for the. To understand something, and meditation is as much that as anything else. So we're always looking, is it? And most people seem to come to this at some point. Is it getting rid of thoughts? Is that what we've got to do? So we get involved in that. Trying to stop thinking. But that's not it. That's not what we're trying to do. That's occurring, and thinking's occurring as everything else is occurring, but there is behind all of that something else, all happening at the same time, and it's that something else which is a mystery. We can't really. There are no words that are going to ever explain that.